And good morning. Welcome to Today at the Races, presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter along with Keith Fustel. It's Stronach 5 Friday here at Laurel. Let's recap Thursday real quick. We showed you the tight jockey standings yesterday as we kicked off the four-day race weekend yesterday. Alex Cintron and Sheldon Russell were tied with 31 wins each going into yesterday. Alex Cintron had a 2-win day, so he's your leading jock, 2 wins over Sheldon Russell and Trevor McCarthy in third. Julio Correa, the bug, in fourth, and Jorge Riaz had a nice win. He won the finale yesterday on Swirly Shirley.
Yeah.
He's in the top 5.
Yeah, it's very good. I mean, it's what you like. You want a race, a jocks race going on to the end of the meet. And we talked about Cintron a little bit yesterday. Boy, he's overcome some adversity.
Yep.
He's had some major injuries he's had to overcome in back riding in top form.
All right, so that was all yesterday. Let's get right to the Stronach 5 today. Kicks off right here at Laurel Park, race 8. Guaranteed $100,000 pull, industry low, 12% takeout on the Stronach 5. Let's show you the lineup of races. Starts right here, Laurel Park, race 8, 3:39 Eastern Time. Then Leg B, Gulfstream Park West, race 6. Leg C, Laurel Park, race 9. Leg D, we go out to California, Golden Gate Fields, race 3. And then we wrap it up, Leg E, Gulfstream Park West, race 8. So there's the lineup of races. I have a ticket. Tim Tulloch, he'll have a ticket as well. I have a $64 ticket. Could not come up with a single. I go 4 deep in the first leg. Race 8 at Laurel Park. That's a big monster 14-horse field. Laurel Park, race 8 to kick off the Stronach 5. I'm 4 deep in that leg. So I'll show you my ticket when we get to race 8. So that's the Stronach 5. Let's get right to it today. Lots of some nice races today. 9-race card. There's a picture of the main track. It's sealed right now. There was a little sprinkle of rain when I was walking in a little after 10 o'clock. It's sealed right now. Your thoughts on what the track condition will be, Keith?
Yeah, it all depends on, does it really pick up, or is it just a light shower, a little misty of what's been going on of late? We'll keep you apprised of the situation.
Fast
right now fast,
though?
absolutely fast. Sealed as a precautionary measure. I don't know if what totals we're looking at. Dave Rodman, our resident meteorologist, may be able to come up with a good figure for us. But right now, I think we're going to get through the first couple of races unless we get a deluge at a fast track.
Okay, all right, so fast track as we kick things off. Let's get right to the opener. Race 1, we kick off the rolling super high 5. No carryover, but that's a low 15% takeout. We have it every race with 7 or more horses, so keep your eye on that throughout the day. Also, race 1, we kick off the popular early pick 5. It's a mandatory payout on the early pick 5, industry low, 12% takeout. Well, yesterday it paid big for 4 out of 5, didn't it?
$14.21 it paid for 4 of 5, and it was price after price after price, and I've got to give you props. You had the firster.
Well, I picked that horse second for Dorothy Wharton.
Yeah, you used the horse, yes.
Golden Lad is the leading freshman sire in the Mid-Atlantic area right now. He's on fire, Golden Lad, with his 2-year-old. Stands right here in Maryland at Anchor and Hope Farm. He was the sire with Golden Spun Lad. Broke bad and then circled the whole field.
How about it? I got a text from Gary Quill after the race because we like to abuse people, right? If they're cold waters, don't give us any information. Sure. We know he's got a little bit of tie to Wasabi, and I don't think they were even expecting that kind of run out of that horse. We talked about what a great spot to maybe steal a race, and sure enough, the horse wins up at a big price. Like walked out of the gate, shifted about 6-7 wide, and rolled on by. And one thing we did notice a little bit yesterday, hey, to track a little bit back more to normal, Stan. Not really that kind of inside edge. So more fair playing of a racetrack yesterday.
All right, so that Golden Lad horse yesterday, that was the maiden 10. That was the maiden 2-year-old claiming $10,000 for the boys. We have a maiden 2-year-old fillies, $10,000 going 6 furlongs. Let's pop up my ticket real quick.
Okay.
Going 6 furlongs here in the opener to kick off this early pick 5. $48 ticket. I'm 4 deep, trying to look for a little price here in this maiden race. I go with the 2, 4, 7, 8, and then can't find a single the rest of the way home. There's my ticket, $48 ticket. You can study it some more online, laurelpark.com. Underneath the handicapping section, read more about the Stronach 5 and our upcoming events, the pie giveaway next Thursday, Guys Day Out. You can win some nice Black-Eyed Susan Day Preakness tickets for next year on Guys Day Out a week from today right here at Laurel Park. So there's my early pick 5 ticket. Let's take a look at race 1. We're going 6 furlongs, maiden 2-year-old fillies claiming 10,000. I go with the 4 on top here. West Coast Sky for Jerry O'Dwyer, 2-year-old daughter of Sky Kingdom. Sheldon Russell right there for leading rider. Russell's aboard last time. A good second on a sloppy track. Was in front by 3.5. Turnover home. Going 6 furlongs. Going to have to go 6 furlongs once again today, but gets a better post position. Had to break from the 1 hole last out. Gets a better post position. And you see the comment line was erratic late in that race. Hopefully can finish up a little more mature today.
I think that was Hammy that came and run her down another whim, and maybe she wants this rain to intensify West Coast Sky, because clearly moved up on the off track. It was second-time Lasix. Internals on the slower side that afternoon. I don't think she's nearly as fast early as the 8 Courtesy Shuffle for Jerry Robb. Awfully quick. Another drop in class. Can she get this speed to last at 6 furlongs, maybe against this particular group? I'm going to go for a stranger, the 5, By York. 2 races on the turf, just really nothing there. But they go first-time Lasix and blinkers last time. Now we're going to go turf to dirt, which is a positive ROI angle for Jose Corrales. And I look back, the dam was unraced. I went to the second dam. It was very, very quick, a multiple dirt sprint winner. Pralinsky's, you're thinking turf, the sire of this 5-horse, but when you look at it, he's 12% with his dirt runners. Not terrible, so why not take a little flyer in a race? I'm really not enthused about anybody. I think Blessings of Liberty, you're going to see improve on the drop-in class for Trombetta. Faced a group at Saratoga, a little definitely tougher in debut back in July. That was the lone dirt start. And out of that race, the 8th place finisher did come back, who just barely beat Blessings of Liberty, did come back to run as 47 next time out. That would win this race. This would beat this field. So I think you've got to throw in Trombetta in there. Clearly, 8 is the horse to catch.
Courtesy Shuffle gets the bug. Julio Correa is going to show speed from the outside. And then, so you have a price on top with the 5. I have a Centron at 8-1 here with the 2. Classy but Sassy for Hammy Smith. A good third last out, going a mile. I love to cut back against a soft group, going 6 furlongs today. They might be staggering late, but Classy but Sassy, I think, is going to be full of run late here with your leading rider, Alex Centron.
Okay, all right.
Turn the page. You like the early pick 4. That starts in race 2. A nice starter allowance for Philly and Mares. Let's check out your ticket and see how you play it.
All right, it's a $10 ticket. We had to adjust a little bit, some scratches. 2-4 to get you started. Olive Cat and Little Skiff. We're going to single Master Distiller. To me, off the layoff, looks like an all-or-nothing type for Horacio De Paz at Sagamore Farm. 4th race with the 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'll throw My Lady Charlotte in there at 20-1 morning line for Farrier. He's been on a roll of late. That horse always seems to take a little bit of play, and then we'll round it out with the 5 and the 8. So 2 with a single with 5 and 2, $10 ticket. Yeah, Mucho Macho Danny and just in front there to wrap it up.
All right, let's take a look here. Race 2, we're going 5.5 furlongs. Nice 25,000 starter allowance for Philly and Mares. 3 and up, never won 3, or claiming 25, and which have never won 3, or straight 3-year-old fillies claiming 25. This is a triple condition. This is a new condition. It used just to be the 3 life or 25 3 life. Now it's straight 3-year-old fillies 25, which opens it up for a 3-year-old filly like the one Foggy Dreams.
Yes.
That's why I want to make sure we know all the conditions here for race 2. But the 2 Olive Cat, your 6-5 morning line favored. We both have her on top. We have a video spotlight of her last race, November 1st, right here at Laurel. This race was against Starter Allowance 2 Life Company, and she wins easy this day and was claimed by Jamie Ness.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of trouble at the break, a little bit of contact from each side. Brush at the start, you see that, and then 3 and 4 wide around the turn, and just controlling the pace, well clear into the stretch. Made that little knockout move stand around the turn. We talked about that day. She was going to be able to use her speed to her advantage, and she's just ridden out to the wire, winning by some 4.5 lengths. Claimed for the 25, back in today in this condition, protected, not in for the tag. Olive Cat, boy, she faced some really good horses in Zorali and Majestic Reason down on the page, and that drop last time out got her over the top.
Sure, had to be very good for the confidence. So we both pick her on top here. Trevor McCarthy aboard for Jamie Ness. They're a solid 23% together. Olive Cat, a 2-time winner here at Laurel Park. So we both have the 2 on top. It looks like we like the same 4 horses. The 4 you have in your exacta little skiff gets 5 pounds off with the bug. Avery Wisman, who had a win yesterday, and this 4-year-old daughter, Midshipman for Ann Merriman. She's going turf to dirt. It's be her first start on the main track. She's by Midshipman out of a Smartin mare, so it's not too far out of the realm that she can like the dirt.
No, the rest of these fillies, I mean, their dirt numbers really quite aren't up to Olive Cat's speed when Olive Cat fires, close to her best race. Now, Little Skiff, we've never seen on the dirt. She ran in debut, ran big, got DQ'd up there at Delaware. They had put the Lasix on, then the Lasix off, and ran a couple really good races. Now, late to the race, a 4-year-old. Plenty of dirt, though, in the family. I went back and looked. I mean, there's dirt sprinters, dirt routers winning all over within this family. So maybe it's just a situation that, hey, we'll try the turf. Hey, did the right thing. The horse was running well on the turf, kept the horse on the turf. Now we've got no turf. Let's transition over. This is not a great move percentage-wise, we know, for the barn. I mean, it's kind of woeful if you really look at only 2%. But this kind of situation, the Midshipmans, the stallion here is when you look at the mare, it's one of the more preferred dirt stallions going to this mare. He's hitting at 17% with dirt sprinters. Little Skiff, I mean, if she transitions over this equal form, she can beat the 2.
Yeah, and
it's a big if. There's no doubt about it. But I mean, looking down at that family, there's no real reason to say she shouldn't handle the dirt.
She's in for the tag. She's dropping. She's not eligible for the start allowance condition. She's dropping from 2 other than allowance company. The 6 we both like, Ying Yu's going turf to dirt for Mark Reed. He's 23% and a big positive ROI. You get Correa on the 6, Ying Yu. Foggy Dreams has won this condition before. She's the 3-year-old filly taking advantage of all the conditions here, and you're getting the 7 pounds off with Ty Pustina. She's tailed off form, though, Foggy Dreams. She's had a big year. They keep going with her. Dropping her to this level today.
She's going to have to run her best, but she does bring a little bit of a late run. She's can make that one run into the sprints. She might just do that if the 4 doesn't fire and the 6 does all the chasing and just can't keep going. And you've got the power of Rudy Sanchez-Solomon as well on your side.
All right, let's turn the page here. Race 3, we're going 6 furlongs. Maiden claiming $25,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. We both have the 1 on top. Master Distillers, a strong 7-5 morning line favorite for Sagamore Farm owner, breeder, and trainer Horacio DePaz. Is a 4-year-old by Street Boss. He won his good second in his debut. We have that video spotlight from October of 2018 in his debut against Maiden Special Weight. He went off about 3-1, a good second this day.
Yeah, Positivist at 4-5, just kind of controlling things on the front end, just off the rail. And Master Distiller, a little bit of a drift through the stretch, but pretty game chase all the way home. Positivist just a little too good there. This horse took money, has burned money a few times, has Master Distiller. But back in the barn of Horacio DePaz, fresh, and they're not. I mean, they're just not even taking a chance. We're going right to 25. We're going to see if we can get it done. There's no messing around here. It was tough making this line. You're looking at the race, and you're like, man, look at the last 2 numbers and everything. This horse is going to be awfully short in here and should just send from the inside. Going to have to deal with Mystic Times on the front end. I think a stalking trip might be in order, but short price, I think, the take no prisoners approach and just get the maiden broken here for the 1.
Yeah, the post, the inside post might be the main hindrance here for the favorite, but we both pick him on top. The 3 Mystic Times gets blinkers on for Jose Corrales. He's taking a little drop, and then the 8 on the outside. You have an exactor power back going turf to dirt for Robin Graham. Weston Hamilton will ride, and this will be the cheapest this horse is run for on the dirt.
Yeah, it's going to be second time blinkers ever on the dirt. But really, the form picked up from July to September when moving to the turf course. And there's another one. When you look at the breeding on the bottom side, this horse is a half to Thermont. My Chessa Charm. We know those horses can handle the main track. Once again, Robin Graham trying to get off of a tough stat the last year with maiden claimers. Ofer, trying to get above that, only 5 for 40 in the money. But power back, I think Weston can drop in a little bit and make a run into this. I like the improvement in form, and I think this horse is going to be okay coming back to the dirt.
All right, and then you get the first-timer from the Katie Voss barn, the 6 Noble Way, a 3-year-old by Noble Mission out of a Speightstown mare, a homebred for Manfuso and Voss, a bunch of works here, Laurel, a couple decent works, a couple decent works from the gate, and you get one of the top riders, Sheldon Russell, one of Voss's go-to riders to take the call here on the 6 Noble Way.
Well, you're looking on the bottom side, Island Bound by Speightstown. If this rain keeps going off track, then the Speightstown certainly can handle that. And the mare, she was a good one. She was a grade 3 stakes winner, sprinting on the dirt, and 2 foals, only 1 winner, and really didn't run that fast. So I think not quite meeting up to the expectations they thought maybe of this mare, but it's still early for her. And Noble Way certainly doesn't catch a killer group first time out.
All right, so that's race 3. Let's turn the page. They hit the Rainbow Pick 6 yesterday.
Yeah.
No carryover today. They took it down yesterday for what, 2,800 or something?
Yeah, some good handicap in there, some good betting, structuring the ticket to get it done because it was not easy.
All right, it's a nice payout yesterday in the Rainbow Pick 6. Congratulations if that's you out there who hit it and you're watching today. Hopefully we can give you some winners. We start fresh today in the Rainbow Pick 6. Tim Tulloch, he has a ticket. Let's check it out real quick, see how he plays it. $64.80 play, and I couldn't come up with a single on my early pick 5 or my Stronach 5 today, and Tim can't come up with a single on the Rainbow Pick 6. It's one of those tough days, tough races in the sequence, but he has some good coverage there in a few of the races. He goes 3 deep here in the first leg with the 5, 6, 8 to kick it off. You can study his ticket, all of our tickets and picks for today online, laurelpark.com, underneath the handicapping section. Here we go, race 4. We also kick off the middle pick 4 in this event. We're going 5.5 furlongs, maiden claiming $10,000 for filly mares 3 and up. The 2 Echo of Victory. I go to leading rider Alex Cintron on this 3-year-old daughter of Seville for trainer Ann Merriman. We're going turf to dirt. Most of this whole filly's career has been on the turf. 8 out of 9 starts have been on the turf, and she's shown speed in a few of those races. A couple good results earlier this year, and she's kind of tailed off form recently. Her lone dirt try came back in January against Maiden 25. Did not run very well that day, but hopefully she's a little bit better today. She catches the right group. This is the cheapest she's been in for. Dropping into the maiden 10. Hopefully she can show some speed, breaking on the inside here in a big field against a soft group, I think.
Yeah, and she might bring a little bit better finish, from that prior lone dirt try. On the go back, it was against Artful Splatter, and we know she's moved on to win a few turf races, so she's been okay. Echo Victory. You've got Cintron maybe able to sit inside because I don't think Echo Victory's got the gate speed of a horse like the 4 perfectly in tune or the 5 tempted by Tito's. These fillies are gonna kind of zip out to the front. They're both Jerry Robb trainees. They don't want to get caught up in a duel, I don't think. I think there's going to be plenty of speed to set it up. Silversides, I know she's 0 for 12. But, man, I think with Forest Boys, she can just sit in absolute perfect trip, just fall into it, may even get the lead, try to hang, and still win. You know what I mean, Stan? When you see horses, they just kind of go by and look like they just don't keep going. This is a situation I see in race number 4. She's going to be able to drop in, save a little ground. Silversides, lots of chances. I like her string of works leading in. 3 consecutive works over a short period. I think she's going to give a good account of herself, maybe one of her better accounts here. She's going to need it off the shelf. So Silversides, a tepid pick. Spanks $1 million, a firster here for Damon the mare. She's 0 for 5 with the first-time starters. But, hey, improvement in the works is a positive sign for this race. Not a whole lot to go. I'm just not sold on the 4 or 5. Jerry Rouse winning a lot of races, doing well right now, but man, can they get 5.5? Maybe at this level they can.
All right, so we both use the 4 or 5 in the 6 yard, the 2 on top, the 8 you have in there. That's the Dilla DeVico first-time starter. The barn had a nice win yesterday, and they get the house rider here on this horse, Walter Yagas, former leading rider at Marlboro. He's 27% with Damon and a nice big positive ROI. He probably gets on this horse every morning.
Yep. Kind of like the horse you liked yesterday with Wasabi. Look at the field. I mean, a lot of horses are just kind of underachieving. It just might be the perfect spot.
All right, let's take a look. Let's get a quick commercial break. Late pick 5 today starts in race 5. The Stronach 5 starts in race 8. I have a ticket for that. We'll check it out right after this.
Adina Retirement in Aurora, Ontario believes every horse deserves a safe and loving environment. This unique program ensures retired horses are provided a suitable, healthy, and loving home for life after their racing careers are over, and has adopted out more than 400 horses in Canada, has pioneered thoroughbred horse shows, and has been a leader in developing retirement programs throughout North America. The Stronach family is committed to the sport of thoroughbred racing and the grace, spirit, and generosity of the horse.
Okay, welcome back. Today's late pick 5 starts race 5. No carryover. They hit it yesterday. Paid pretty well. Paid, I'm going to say, like around $1,800, I think, the late pick 5 yesterday. As always, we'll have that industry low 12% takeout. So I'm waiting for the Stronach 5. I like the early pick 5 and the Stronach 5 today. Let's take a look here at race 5. We're going 6 furlongs. It's a $25,000 starter allowance for 2-year-olds. Never won 2 is the condition, or claiming 25 and never won 2. Those are the conditions. And we've had a couple key scratches in this race. Scratch the 4, Malibu Moonstruck. Also scratch the 6, Wicked Sun, the son of the champion Extra Heat. I had Wicked Sun on top. And then also big late scratches came late on the 9, Analyze Your Wrist, the 5-2 Todd Pletcher 2-year-old. So the 4, 6, and the 9 are out of race 5. So I end up on the 3 here. 455 Rocket can hopefully just get in front with Jorge Riaz aboard for John Salzman Jr. and go all the way. 2-year-old by Super 99, a good second last out against Open 30 down the 25 right here at Laurel Park. He's won here at Laurel Park before. So I'll go with the 3. 455 Rocket on top.
Yeah, certainly was hurt. Had to be used pretty hard after breaking slowly last time out. But I like the improvement in that most recent effort. The one victory given does have some speed from the inside. Could be a little bit of a nuisance. But we've got video of the 8's last race just in front. I tell you, jumping up, was given the handily comment 2 races back when breaking the maiden at Delaware Park. But, man, numbers just were really lacking. So let this horse slip away at 17-1 when jumped up to the 25. But, man, did this horse run a big one, huh, Stan? Had to deal with a riderless horse going into the turn, dropped back down, made another bid. You're going to see this horse engage Candygram for Mongo. That was the Steve Asmussen shipper coming in. Makes almost 2 runs, up to duel. They see that the winner eventually gets away a little bit past the 8th, but watch this determination through the final 16th of a mile. Not giving up an inch, battling back just to fall short by about a head. Sudden Breeze is in that race. Kind of a key horse is Sudden Breeze. And the blinkers go on. Maybe they just want a little bit more focus to continue through. 455 Rocket's going to be the target just in front. I think Stalks and Pounces is going to be way down off of that 7-2 morning line right now with all of those scratches.
All right, so we like the same 4 here. Just in a little different order. The 5 you have in the exacta, Mucho Macho Danny, I like as well. A sharp win last out, dropping to the maiden 25. It's a 2-year-old by Mucho Macho Man. So he could continue to progress and get better and improve off that maiden score. You get 5 pounds off with Victor Rosales.
Took play both starts. Trouble trip in debut, and then some trouble again at the gate last time out when breaking a little slow, just the slightest of steadies, but then moved up well within himself to track a 5-way contested pace, shifted out. Would have liked, finished well. Would have liked to maybe see a little bit more acceleration, but maybe the light bulb's just clicking on for this horse. We saw Magical Luna off of a maiden score gallop yesterday to make it 2 in a row for Claudio Gonzalez. So certainly at this time of the year, these 2-year-olds can jump up in leaps and bounds.
All right, so a wide open starter allowance for 2-year-olds there, sprinting on the dirt. We had some key scratches. Take out the 4, 6, and the 9 there from race 5. Let's turn the page. Race 6 will kick off the late pick 4. We're going 6 furlongs, maiden claiming 10,000 for 2-year-old fillies. Scratch the 1 and the 2 out of here. Scratch the 8 as well. Scratch the 1, 2, 8 here out of race 6. I go with the 3 on top. Amphitrite for Brittany Russell. Sheldon Russell, one of the leading riders, takes a call here for his wife, Brittany. It's a 2-year-old by Palace. Brittany and Sheldon, 29% together here in Maryland. This horse has shown some early speed in all 3 of his races against maiden special weight, then maiden 25. A good third against maiden 25 2 starts ago on a fast track. Then maybe didn't like the mud last out for maiden 25. Ran behind Magical Luna. But now drop to the maiden 10, has the experience, has some early speed, might just get in front. We both have the 3 on top.
Yeah, Baby Bam Bam, the 9, once again, like the other nests, improved on a sloppy track. The other fast track numbers, okay. Now, the blinkers did go on the 9, so that could be the key to all the improvement for her. But the 3 Amphitrite, I think, just faces better. This is the right move. She didn't really fade that terribly last time out. Was caught inside on the 31st of Magical Luna early on. That really wasn't the best spot to be on that racetrack. Once she shifted out, she gave pretty willing chase up to about the final 70 yards before the fade. Yeah, she's a pace factor throughout here. I think Sheldon's going to have her right into the race. Now, granted, a couple horses in here that, have a little bit of speed, but I think if she just goes ahead and goes, I think she can go ahead and wire them.
All right, we both like the 9 on the outside. Baby Bam Bam for Ness and McCarthy. A good second at this level last out on a sloppy track. That was her best effort to date on a sloppy track last out. So she's going to have to – that was first-time blinkers. So those be first-time blinkers on a fast track for the 9 Baby Bam Bam.
How many 2-year-olds does Jeremiah O'Dwyer have? It's every race, man. It seems like he's always got one. And here's another one, Rockford Girl. Second start on the dirt, sprinting. We know the percentage is high. It's in that 25% range with a positive ROI. Had some trouble in debut, took money in debut. Okay, expect improvement with the blinkers going on with the Rockford Girl.
All right, so big field there in race 6 to kick off the late pick 4. Race 7. Start getting ready for the Stronach 5. Stronach 5 starts race 8, but race 7 we kick off the final pick 3. We're going 7 furlongs, claiming 5,000, 3 and up. Never won 3 or straight 3-year-olds. I go with the 7 on top here, Crazed at 9-2 with our leading rider, Alex Centron. Had a 2-win day yesterday. This horse just claimed by Hugh McMahon, a 3-year-old by Orientate. Didn't run very well last out. That was at the $10,000 level here at Laurel Park. Now Hugh waits to 30 days. We drop in for the Nichols, a 3-year-old who's won 3 races, taking advantage of the dual condition. He had a sharp win back in September at Delaware, and he was in very good form all the way up until that race. And maybe the 10,000 level just a little too tough last out. Rip Rap Riley, who won that race, came back to win. So maybe that race just too tough. But now we drop to the nickel. He's a 3-year-old who's already won 3 races, and we get Centron. So I go with the 7 Crazed on top.
Usually it's 7 furlongs. I don't like taking kind of deeper closers, Stan. And in this situation, I've got 2 of them. Pick first and second with the 6 Quality Matters and the 1-8 Caroline could be way back. But, man, it's just a questionable distance for a lot of these horses. They do have some speed. But, man, it looks like 6 furlongs really is their limit. I think the road's going to have to go through. Flat out, mine will be able to kind of sit outside of Crazed and keep the measure of that one. I think it'll emerge with the lead. I mean, comes away chasing some really quick horses in Zeta Rosa and Higher Purpose last time out. But the 7-8, this is a horse that was well clear. Timonium. Okay, and couldn't get it done from the top of the stretch. So that concerns me. Quality Matters, once again, on the 3rd of November, inside just okay. And I think that was a little bit better group. This horse goes second time off the claim. It's just a slight drop in class. Just think can make that steady progression as the speed just comes back to him. It may not look like a big run. It may just be, the field just falls right into his lap here. Freddie Peltroshi and Sandoval.
All right, you have the 1A Kierland in your exacta Weston Hamilton on this 5-year-old for Mark Reed. He was a good second on the turf 2 starts ago at Colonial. He's going turf to dirt here. And Mark Reed, 23% with that move.
Yeah, last time he was this low. The nickel on the dirt, he runs a mid-50 number. You might have to improve a little bit more off of that to get it done. He doesn't have a lot of speed. I think he's going to be, well back around the turn. But he, like the 6, I think are the ones that will just keep progressing through the final 3/16 of a mile, churning on and getting it done. Maybe expect drama for Costa. Big prices the last 2. Nearly pulled off a big upset 29-1 last time. At least he's got the bottom underneath him. He's got tactical speed. Maybe Acosta can just get this horse to relax a little bit because I don't think he's quite got that sprint speed of the 11, but just make a move into it and hang around the barn, because the percentage is going to be able to escape at an okay price.
All right, let's turn the page. Race 8 kicks off that popular national wager, the Stronach 5, with a guaranteed $100,000 pull. Industry low, 12%. Takeout, it paid around $11,000 last Friday. Starts right here, Laurel Park, race 8. All right, those are the tracks that are participating: Laurel Park, Gulfstream Park West, and Golden Gate Fields. There's the lineup of races. Laurel, race 8. kicks it off 3:39 Eastern Time. And then leg B is Gulfstream Park West, race 6. Leg C, Laurel, race 9. Leg D, Golden Gate, race 3. Then leg E, Gulfstream Park West, race 8. Let's check out my ticket real quick. A $64 play. Race 8 is a big field in race 8. Scratch to 12. But and then so it's a 13-horse field here in race 8 to kick off the Stronach 5. So I go 4 deep. I like the 4, 6, 9, 11. Maybe I can get a price home like the 11 Catonsville at 15-1 with Julio Correa aboard for Kieran McGee. So I'm 4, 6, 9, 11. Race 8 here at Laurel Park to kick off the Stronach 5. In the second leg, that's race 6 at Gulfstream Park West. I go with the 1, 6. The third leg is Laurel Park, race 9. I like the 2, Bayano, and the 9, Dinah's Night. And then Golden Gate Fields, I go with the 5, 6. And then we wrap it up with the 1, 7 down there at GPW race 8. So there's my ticket, $64 play. You can study my ticket and Tim Tulloch's ticket online, laurelpark.com. Underneath the handicapping section. Let's see if I can get live here in race 8, one of the biggest fields of the Stronach 5 sequence. We're going 6.5 furlongs, claiming 10,000, 3 and up, never won 2, lifetime here in race 8. And well, I go with the 4 on top, Bucktooth at 9-2. You get Alex Cintron to ride his 3-year-old by Tapazar for Mike Trombetta. Cintron and Trombetta teamed up for a win yesterday with a don't baggage check.
Yeah.
And this horse, a good second last out at this level, going 6 furlongs, rallied to finish second that day. I think he'll like the 6.5 furlongs today. You get Cintron at a decent 9-2 price. So I'll go with the 4, Bucktooth on top here in a big field.
Yeah, I like the way he turned on willingly to the wire. It was caught down inside. Was out of the same race as Shawnee P, the 9 horse here for Tim Keith. Shawnee P with a big wake up at 35-1. Improved speed, I thought, all things considered. This horse could take them a long way. Not a lot of true speed. So will these two run as a team around the racetrack? Well, we've got a big dropper in here, Joe Sharp. Claimed for 32, 2 races back. Goes to 40 up in New York. Boom, no good on a sloppy field surface. We want to get rid of this one. Let's drop the 10,000 for this 3-year-old son of Blaine. But this little stat would give you, say, okay, well, maybe this horse you still got to consider.
Sure.
Last 3 years on the dirt in the sprints, 7 for 17, 41%, and 10 for 17 in the money with the 50% tag droppers or more than that. So ROI is 271. It's a positive one. Yeah. An all-or-nothing type of horse. You've got McCarthy. You know this horse is going to take a ton of play. And no doubt as a single, I don't think you can go that strong. But, man, if he brings a mid-16 number, who can kind of do that in here when you really break it down? Bucktooth, if he runs a perfect trip, I don't know. Blue Danube's a user for me. Turf to dirt off a little bit of a break. He's flashed a couple races on the dirt. That would work for me in here to kind of make a steady progression into it, as well as Dapper Munn. But outside the fave, good luck in here. I mean, yeah, you talked about Catonsville throwing in there at a big price. Why not?
So we both like the 6 and the 9 here, and then we disagree on our other pick. Yeah, Catonsville, sharp winner last out, maiden 10 right here at Laurel Park on a sloppy track. He's going to show speed from the outside. You're getting 5 pounds off with Correa aboard for Kieran McGee. So I think the 11 Catonsville is live at a big price. I don't think the favorite always forgiven a single by any means in a big field here to kick off the Stronach 5.
Didn't talk about the 13, called AAA, only 3 starts as a 5-year-old. Okay,
big drop.
Hey, I can say talking about the numbers. Yeah, look at the first 2 races.
Sure.
Yeah, obviously he doesn't look like he's the same horse as what he once was, but didn't run all that terribly with an excuse up at Parks and now dropped. So, it's. Man, these are the kind of races that just give me a headache, Stan. You try to come up with something good, but I mean, I like a real, sis. I just default right into the favorite.
All right, well, I go 4 deep, 4, 6, 9, 11 to kick off the Stronach 5. Race 9 is leg C of the Stronach 5. We're going a flat mile. Maiden claiming 16,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. I go with the 2, Bayano on top. You like the 2. We have a video spotlight of the 2, Bayano, a 3-year-old colt. I blame. Here's the race from November 2nd at Laurel Park.
Yeah, and the Blue Silks here up between horses behind a contested pace. Kind of a tightly bunched field, about 5 or 6 of them with only a couple lengths in between. But right here, Cruz is going to have to steady a couple times and then backs on out of it. It wasn't terribly severe, but did lose a little momentum against a much better group. Flip, we're going to see running back, I think, this weekend as well. And then shifts out, gets about 3 wide upper stretch. We're going to watch the final 3/16 of a mile. Makes a little move into it, Stan. Gains slightly from the quarter pole to mid-stretch. And then we're like, I don't know. We'll wait for another day, right?
Sure.
Really no way. You're not gonna get any better than maybe 5th or 6th money. They're probably 6th money. So, I like to, Cruz doesn't come back, but, they're taking the right approach here. Bayana's kind of teased him a little bit, dropping down here to the 16th. He's got that stamina. I think some races, the mile, huge question for this group. I think he's one of the few here that can get the mile.
All right, so I go with the 2 on top. We both like a 2.992 on top. The 9 Dinah's Night rallied late to be finished second last out for maiden 16, going 5.5. I think this 3-year-old by Flat Out will appreciate the extra real estate he gets today. Angel Cruz, his regular rider, back aboard for Tim Keefe. So this horse, I think, is in good form right now, and I think he'll like the mile distance. So we both used the 9 Dinah's Night. He's a nice 5-1 in this big field.
Yeah, 5.5 to the mile. That's sometimes a little bit of a reach third. Lasix improvement. His most recent had to overcome some trouble. Look at the breeding, though, right? Flat Out of a Dynaformer mare. The mile should be right up the alley, and then look where Cruz winds up.
Sure, on the 9 Dinah's Night. We probably won't get 5-1 because we had a scratch here on the 3. Good Luck Chuck, who was 9-2. So take the 3 out here of race 9. But a couple big fields, races 8 and 9. Race 8 is leg A of the Stronach 5. Race 9, leg C of the Stronach 5. 2 big fields to anchor that popular national wager with a guaranteed $100,000 pool. Paid around $11,000 last Friday with the Stronach 5. We had that big carryover last Friday. It'll still be well played today. Don't sleep on it. Starts Laurel Park, race 8. We'll show you our tickets once again later on this afternoon. You can study them all online, laurelpark.com, underneath the handicapping section. Dave Robbins coming up next with scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.